In this video, we will be diving a little bit in depth with the Boya BY-MM1 and the Boya BY-MM1 Plus. Hey guys, what is up? It's Mark again here and welcome back to my channel. In this channel, we do a lot of product reviews, tutorials, and vlogs here and there. So if you're interested, please do consider subscribing. So I've listed down the most frequently asked questions on this channel about the Boya BY-MM1 and the Boya BY-MM1 Plus. So the first question is about the Boya BY-MM1 Plus. Can you use the microphone jack or the microphone input on the Boya BY-MM1 Plus with DSLRs and cameras? So the straight answer is no, you can't. They just made this available for smartphones. And with smartphones, you can only use it as a playback feature. So you cannot listen to the audio coming into the microphone real time. As with plugging it into the DSLRs on cameras, it's not really gonna work. They just made this available for smartphones. They saved that feature for their more expensive microphones, like their wireless systems and their more expensive shotgun microphone. So question number 2 is, does the microphone allow you to listen to the audio while being played on a smartphone? So the straight answer is no. You will not be able to listen to your voice real time while it's being recorded into whatever smartphone you are using, but you will be able to listen to it when you play it back. So the microphone jack on the BY-MM1 Plus is basically just used to monitor playback audio, not real-time audio. And question number 3. Is the MM1 smaller than the MM1 Plus? So I have here on my right hand the MM1 Plus and the MM1 on my left hand. So basically you can already see that the MM1 Plus is obviously larger. It's a lot larger than the MM1. So the size is really significant. Like, look at this. And the major differences are just the things at the back. So the MM1 Plus has a microphone jack and a headphone jack, but the MM1 only has this microphone jack. So basically that's the main difference of these two. So number 4, somebody asked me to compare the shock mounts between the MM1, the old MM1, and the MM1 Plus. So let's go ahead and do that. So this is the old Boya BY-MM1. As you can see, it has a very stiff shock mount. There's not much play on it. So if you wiggle it like this, it doesn't really bounce around. So it's really stiff. So if you accidentally knock this microphone with your hand or anything, like, it will really show up in the audio. You can really hear it like that. But with the MM1 Plus, they changed the design. They teamed up with Rycoat, and look how flimsy it is. It's really very flexible. It's really very like bouncy in a way, which will translate into not having like a distorted audio every time you hit the microphone. So in my opinion, the shock mount of the MM1 Plus is a lot better than the MM1. So number 5, someone asked me to compare the audio between it coming into the GH5 or a Panasonic GH5 and the Canon M50. So right now you're listening to the MM1 Plus on my Canon M50, so this is what it sounds like straight out of camera. And let's get my GH5 really quick and let's see how the audio sounds like with the MM1 on top of it. Okay, so this is what the sound sounds like of the Boya BY-MM1 mounted onto my Panasonic GH5. As you can see, it's pretty loud. I didn't even touch any like gain settings on my camera. I just put it all the way down to -12. And I'm gonna try not to edit this in Premiere Pro and just leave it as it is. So this is what the Boya BY-MM1 on a Panasonic GH5 sounds like. Okay, so question number 6. If I were to choose between the Boya BY-MM1 or the MM1 Plus, which microphone would I go with? So the MM1 is basically my first choice if I'm using it together with Canon cameras, because Canon cameras have very bad preamps. So they're very crappy preamps. If you plug in the Rode Video Micro on a Canon M50 and then try to vlog with it, you're gonna have to boost the signal very high inside the camera, which will result to hissing, like the sound. So for smartphones, I would use the MM1 Plus mainly because of the headphone jack that's included with the microphone. So yeah, I would choose the MM1 Plus if I'm going to use it with smartphones, and if I'm using Canon cameras or any other DSLR, I would use the MM1. But I would definitely not go for the MM1 if I'm using any cameras like Panasonic or Fujifilm, because those camera brands have very good preamps and they tend to be a little bit loud. As I said, the MM1 Plus is already too loud, so if you use it together with Panasonic or Fujifilm, it's going to be too loud for the audio to handle. So question number 7, somebody asked, did you ever figure out why the headphone output doesn't work with DSLRs? I don't know why Boya did this, but I guess because the microphone is already very cheap, they wouldn't put this feature onto the Boya BY-MM1 Plus. So they basically just saved the ability to monitor your audio using your microphone for their more expensive microphones, like their wireless systems or their top-of-the-line shotgun microphones. So the MM1 Plus would work great for smartphones because of that dedicated headphone jack. So question number 8. This is a little bit of an odd question because I don't really know the answer for this. Someone asked, why is my MM1 or my Boya BY-MM1 not working with my Nikon D3200? It could be one of many things. It could be that you received a bad unit, or you did not use the correct cable, or it could even be that the microphone is not compatible with your camera for numerous ways. One subscriber of mine said that the MM1 and the MM1 Plus actually requires plug-in power. So if your camera does not supply plug-in power, it will not work. So I'm not sure if the D3200 has plug-in power. That's something we're gonna have to research and find out for ourselves. If you know the answer, please do comment down below and we'll help each other and figure this thing out. So question number 9, can I use the Boya BY-MM1 and the Boya BY-MM1 Plus with a PC or a computer? And the straight answer is yes, you can. You can actually use the MM1 and the MM1 Plus as a streaming microphone. So if you do a lot of gaming or you do podcasting, all you need to do is just plug in the microphone straight into your laptop or computer. So the weird thing about this is that you need to use a smartphone cable instead of the camera cable, which is odd. I don't know why it works like that, but I did some tests with my laptop. I had to use the smartphone cable to be able to use the Boya BY-MM1 and the MM1 Plus to record audio into my computer. So I basically just used the audio recorder, the generic audio recorder on my Windows PC, and it worked wonderfully. You can save it as any file that you want it to be, and this maybe sync audio with your video if you need to. Whew. So those were just a few questions that I wanted to answer for you guys, just in case you need more help. Please do comment down below. If you have any more questions regarding the Boya BY-MM1 or the MM1 Plus, just leave a comment down below and maybe some of the subscribers or our community will be able to answer you. Or I will be the one to answer that question through a comment as well, if I know the answer, of course. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Whew, it's getting a little bit too hot here. because those camera brands have very but the Boya BY-MM1 would for the MM1 Plus, blah, blah. The camera microphone, no. So the weird thing is that you have to use the camera. Blah, no. Whew, so those